Outside with live cam, got to spend a couple hours at Trunk or Treat at the church yesterday afternoon. Sat in the wind for a while, and then it finally got cold. I was like, ooh.
I was like Sarah. I started off with an activity, and by the time I was done, it was like, okay, here's that front.
Yep, and guys, guess what? Today's forecast high of 45 in San Antonio is expected to be our coldest high since February 2nd. That's 270 days ago. Outside right now, it's 45 degrees, but with those winds gusting from the north at up to 32, it feels like it's 39 degrees outside. I want to show you here the radar, what we're dealing with as far as rain goes. And you can see that rain is starting to move back into Bexar County here. Just some very light rain pushing northeast toward Bernie, Leon Springs, toward that I-35 corridor. We're going to see some rain here near the SeaWorld area very shortly. And this is going to be the case for the remainder of the day. Passing light rain showers out and about. In fact, some areas last night, though, got a decent amount of rain. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of that rainfall that has fallen across areas in southern Bexar County. Anywhere you see this green, that's about ½ inch to an inch of rainfall for areas like Somerset to China Grove to Martinez and Calaveras Lake. And then up across areas closer to Bernie, that's where we saw about ½ inch of rain. Generally elsewhere, we've seen anywhere from ¼ to ½ inch of rainfall. Again, we're still in drought, so any rain is welcome. As we look at our KSAT 12-hour forecast for the remainder of the day, temperatures are pretty much going to hold steady right near 45 with a 40% coverage of a few showers and windy conditions as well. Winds are going to continue to gust up to about 30 miles per hour. And this evening, temperatures will fall into the low 40s. Hey, coming up in the forecast, I don't know about you, but I've been feeling a little bit of those allergies. I'll have a look at the pollen count for you. And we'll also talk about how last night's rain maybe potentially impacted the aquifer. Plus, your trick-or-treating forecast right around the corner. Ursula.
Good information to know. Thank you. San Antonio police and Crime Stoppers are hoping you can help them track down 3 murderers from earlier this month. Megan Turner, also known as Summer, was shot and killed at the Bubble Zone car wash on North Foster Road. That murder happening back on October 18th. Investigators say that she was vacuuming the backseat of her vehicle when someone walked up and shot her. Apparently, there were 3 people with guns. If you have any information about the case, you can call Crime Stoppers. The phone number, 224-STOP.
Murder and mayhem at Halloween parties all across the country this weekend with 12 mass shootings.
ABC's Rhiannon Alley shows us what happened from coast to coast that sent more than 100 people to the hospital or worse.
Halloween celebrations are getting off to a violent start in communities across the country. Shots rang out in Tampa, Florida on Saturday. At least 2 people killed and more than a dozen wounded during the shooting.
In this fight between 2 groups, we had hundreds of innocent people involved.
Marissa Riker's 20-year-old sister was visiting from Missouri, suffering a gunshot wound to the leg and requiring emergency surgery.
I've always been like my sister's keeper. That's how a big sister's supposed to be, and I can't be that right now for her.
In Indianapolis, 10 people shot and 1 woman killed at a Halloween party.
Unfortunately, somebody took it upon themselves to inflict injury and pain on members of our community, and it's not acceptable.
Meanwhile, at least 15 shot at a Halloween party in Chicago, 2 critically injured. Between Friday and Sunday, at least 11 people were killed and 76 others injured in 12 mass shootings across the country. Most of the shootings taking place in the early morning hours as large Halloween celebrations were wrapping up. Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Metro Health taking on trick-or-treating safety for your children.
Tiffany Huertas with what to do before, during, and after the holiday that'll keep your kids safer and healthier.
We want to make sure that the candies are put together. If this is going to be open like that, this is one way that you would probably want to dispose of it. You wouldn't want your child to eat that.
As families prepare for kids to head out trick-or-treating, the Metro Health team is sharing some advice on how to stay safe including inspecting the candy.
You want to make sure that it's commercially sealed, right? Parents should be looking for pinholes or tears.
Amanda Wilson with Metro Health says to look through your children's goodie baskets when they return home from trick-or-treating to make sure the candy is not expired.
And make sure that they're not getting anything from people that maybe made homemade goods or things that they make at home. Unless you personally know the person, I would say you may want to dispose of those.
And remember, some Halloween candy can pose a choking risk to small children.
You want to make sure like small choking hazards for kids, like if there's candy balls, gum balls, little toys, to make sure that they take those out.
Dr. Rebecca Davenport recommends portion control and eating the candy with a meal.
The more time that we're coating our teeth with sugar, the more caries we're going to develop, the more cavities we're going to have, right? So if we can have that with a meal, the food that you're eating helps clean it off. You're salivating more, cleaner mouth.
And don't forget to brush after eating all that Halloween candy. Tiffany Huertas, KSAT12 News.
A pharmacist in Houston has been sentenced after a multi-year $6 million drug operation was exposed. The Justice Department released a statement saying the pharmacist will spend the next 14 years in prison for illegally selling over 1 million opioid pills. Buyers would often pay her over $1,000 for a single oxycodone prescription and would use other people's names to purchase the drugs. The department says she made over $1 million from the operation.
Self-driving car company Cruise now suspending its operations in Texas. Cruise said it's reevaluating and trying to earn public trust after it became the subject of a federal investigation for almost hitting pedestrians and other cars, along with stopping right in the middle of the road unexpectedly. Cruise cars are operated by humans. Those will still be on the road.
A Travis County judge temporarily blocked the Texas Education Agency from releasing this year's annual school ratings after finding that the state's new rating system is unlawful. The ruling comes after a dozen of school districts across the state sued the TEA to delay the ratings, claiming the state's new school evaluation methods would result in unfair drops in their ratings. The director of the Education Trust in Texas says the A to F system was launched in 2017 but needs adjusting because of the pandemic. TEA says it plans to appeal the decision during a trial in February.
Happening today, SAISD holding another meeting to discuss a proposal to close as many as 19 schools. This one held tonight at 6 o'clock at Knox Early Childhood Education Center. The school board will be voting on a final recommendation for the district on this package on November 13th.
The North San Antonio Chamber of Commerce has a new leader.
The chamber representing more than 900 businesses across the area. Max Massey with how its new CEO sees the challenges ahead in this economic downturn on Leading SA.
Brett Finley joined us and we discussed a variety of issues ranging from the mission and purpose of the chamber, the expansion of our local business community, challenges that some of the small businesses here locally face right now, and of course, the big goals for next year. Here's a bit of our conversation.
The economic downturn, it's inflationary times. It costs more money specifically for, I think our small businesses have been impacted the most. The cost of doing business has increased, obviously, but also with changing consumer behavior too, Max. We have consumers that don't have as much discretionary income to be able to get out there and buy products, goods, and services. There's a tremendous opportunity. I mean, we've seen developments, obviously, with the San Antonio International Airport getting a nonstop flight over to Frankfurt, Germany, that's going to be launching in May of 2024. We've seen their big development. I think it's really going to put San Antonio on much more of a global map, more than ever before. I know with the North San Antonio Chamber, we stand ready to partner with governmental agencies, other community partners.
You can check out our full conversation with the new president and CEO of the North Chamber. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Of course, we have Leading SA every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. So guys, we'll see you next Sunday. Back to you.
Winter is coming, and San Antonio's coolest seasonal attraction is returning downtown to celebrate it. We're going to tell you all about the ice skating rink coming up.
It may not melt like Wednesday morning. Hey, when we come back, if you've got some tech items to get on your Christmas list, we've got some information you need to know to get the best deal you can get.
Remember the Rotary ice skating rink? It's coming back right in time for all this cooler weather we're seeing. It opens on November 17th at Travis Park. Admission $15. But if you're in the military or you're a first responder, you get in for $10. Visitors can bring their own ice skates or they can rent some right there. This is the only outdoor ice skating rink in San Antonio. It's a huge hit with nearly 200,000 people lacing up for a skate so far.
Have you ever been there?
I have not, because I would break an ankle.
Well, I've been there. I watched.
Oh, you didn't try?
No.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Smart. Tech gifts always a good idea for the holidays, even if some of this tech has already been released on the market.
ABC's Morgan Norwood with what to look for. I'm worried about the ice and our refurbished electronics gifts.
The race is on to find that perfect holiday gift, and as usual, tech tops the list. But with early deals looking to rival Black Friday, experts say it's important to know what you're looking for and what you're willing to spend.
What we recommend is to keep tabs on some of those products that you're jonesing for, and if you really want them and you've got a certain price in mind that would make you jump for them, and then if you do see that price from one or more retailers, then you can go for it.
Though it may be tempting to treat your loved ones to the newest phones, laptops, and gadgets,
it's also a great time of year to look at those nearly new devices. For most manufacturers, they have released the latest version of their devices, the latest version of their products by October. And so what that also means is that that next newest device usually goes down a little bit in price.
refurbished items or pre-owned item often restored to like new condition. Also an option to save cash. But keep this in mind.
If you are going to gift a refurbished electronic device to someone, you want to look for a product that is specifically certified refurbished.
And while you're on the hunt for the best tech, don't be afraid to utilize it in your search. Browser extensions for online shopping could help you detect the best tech savings.
If that same product is available for $5 or $10 less on another retailer's website, you're going to get a notification in real time that that same product is cheaper somewhere else. Almost think of it as digital couponing in a way.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
AI will be hard at work for Amazon this holiday season. Reuters says that the retail giant is going to be using the data on its more than 160 million Prime members to step up its advertising targeting and allow the merchants on its platform to speed up their promotions.
So I started riding a horse around 1:30 yesterday afternoon. By the time I got off, it was like, all right, now it's too cold.
Yeah, we definitely had that front hit with a vengeance yesterday. Temperatures are in the 40s, and we are seeing some areas of rain now starting to move back into San Antonio. Let's go ahead and focus on this area in northwestern Bexar County, right near Gray Forest, Leon Springs, on your doorstep near Helotes, too. And further on down south, you can see right near McDonough and closer to Atascosa, that's where we're starting to see some light rain showers moving in. So for the remainder of the day, it's going to be chilly. The aquifer, though, up a tenth of a foot over the past 24 hours. And everybody's feeling a little bit with the weather change. Molds are moderate at 850. Grass and ragweed are low. Here's what you need to know in the forecast. It's going to stay windy until tomorrow. So stay used to those winds. By trick-or-treating, chilly near 50 degrees, but the good news is they're clearing skies. We're going to talk more in depth about a hill country light freeze on Wednesday morning. I'll show you which neighborhoods could be seeing their first freeze of the season coming up.
Hey, if you missed out on Muertos Fest this weekend, don't worry, we got you covered. You can still see all the beauty during our special broadcast of the festivities. That's happening on Wednesday from 8 to 10 right here on KSAT12. Or you can even order it online at KSAT.com and any way you stream us.
Wow. That's how I described it yesterday. Wow. I was just sitting in the living room watching the Cowboy game, like I said, and the trees started blowing and then blowing harder.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, well, there goes some furniture.
Yeah. And this morning, all the trash cans in my neighborhood got knocked out.
Yeah, last night, guys, we had wind gusts of up to 40 miles per hour. All of that colder air moving in from the north. And this morning, we had some rain, quite a bit of rain, half an inch of rain in some areas. Right now, we've got another round of light rain moving into Bexar County as we speak. week, approaching that I-35 corridor. So expect temperatures to dip into the low 40s or in the mid 40s right now. They'll dip into the low 40s as this next round of light rain moves through. And we're just going to see about 40% coverage of a few showers through the remainder of the afternoon. If you're planning on picking up your kids in the next couple of hours, know that you will have to use those windshield wipers a bit. It's going to be windy and chilly with gusts up to 35 miles per hour possible. Later on tonight, in the words of Mike Osterhage, great grilled cheese and tomato soup weather later on tonight, with temperatures falling into the low 40s after sunset. Take a look at the weather setup again. As I mentioned, this next round of light rain moving in from the west. After that, we'll have a little bit of a break. And so again, just a few passing light rain showers later on tonight. There's where the cold front is right now. And you can see just how cold this air is behind this front. All of us in Texas enjoying that sweater weather. Temperatures in the upper 30s rather in the panhandle. And the colder air is going to stick around for a few days. Not as cold as today, but tomorrow our high is going to be only in the 50s. Wednesday and Thursday our highs will only be in the 60s. But in true Texas fashion, we'll be back into the 80s by the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Again, those winds are a big factor today. Still gusting from the north right now at about 30 to 35 miles per hour. But it will stay gusty until midday tomorrow. Let me show you the wind gust forecast for tonight and into tomorrow. This is at midnight tonight. Still gusty tomorrow with gusts up to 20-25 miles per hour during the first part of the day. But in the second part of the day, right around the time of trick-or-treating, that's when we're going to start to see our winds subside. And speaking of your trick-or-treating forecast, it is going to stay chilly, near 50. But we are going to see clearing skies tomorrow, so that we'll have sunshine and a high of 58 during the day tomorrow. It's after sunset at 6:48 that we start to see temperatures fall into the 40s gradually. So make sure your kids have a jacket with that costume out there. Still nice, though, to go trick-or-treating. You won't have to worry about the rain like you will today. And then finally, another thing I want to talk about, just to put this on your radar, there is probably going to be a light freeze in the hill country on Wednesday morning. Not tomorrow morning, but Wednesday morning. Here's a look at those forecast lows early on Wednesday morning. 30 degrees in Kerrville and 30 in Rock Springs. Still 36 in San Antonio, but it's areas north of this pink line here that have the potential for their first freeze of the season. So areas like Utopia, Bandera, Kerrville, Comfort, Bernie, even Bulverde, a light freeze is possible. If you have vegetation that is particularly sensitive to the cold, you're going to want to bring it in. And don't forget your pets too. So I think even as far south as Scenic Oaks, Fair Oaks Ranch area, maybe even Leon Springs, we could have our first freeze of the season early on Wednesday morning. Again, in San Antonio, it should stay above freezing near 36. A high of 63 on Wednesday, gradually warming into the 80s by the weekend, guys.
Thank you, Sarah.
There are so many tools that parents use to keep an eye on their kids, the babysitter, and even the dog when they're out of the house. Tonight at 5, what features to look for in that tech before you buy. All right, Mike and Fiona getting crafty for SA Live this Halloween. I hope they dressed warm today.
You know,
we're making things.
Look at him play with this slime already. Yes, it's almost time for Halloween and Dia de los Muertos. And you know what, today we're going to show you how to make some homemade slime.
Yes,
Play with it.
maybe with homemade, could be homemade costumes. We're going to see all your costumes from the weekend and what you may be wearing tomorrow night as well. And that would pair up very nicely with all Halloween treats, right?
Yes, so scan that QR code and share that Halloween costume.
And speaking of Halloween, Jen has some Halloween wine pairings.
Coming up today on SA Live, grab your wine here at Postino Wine Cafe, and you can pair it at home with all that Halloween candy. We have the experts helping us out, right, Caroline?
Yes, absolutely. We do not sell the candy here, but we sell a ton of wines, and we can tell you how to pair it well.
All right, thank you. We're going to share that coming up today, 1 o'clock on SA Live.
All right.
Dia de los Muertos is coming up, of course. I've got slime.
Yes, I don't think it's going to come off. Okay, we've got Salty Almaguer here with us. And what are we making today?
Today we're making oatmeal atole, and we're also going to make pumpkin bread with a secret ingredient.
Ooh.
A secret ingredient.
Find out about that and a whole lot more coming up on SA Live, so stick around.